Let's talk about a child who's being sneaky, maybe sneaking the cell phone out of the room after you've locked it down for the night, or sneaking food when they shouldn't be, or candy or something. So that sneakiness is a problem. The internal character quality that we're working on is integrity. And the sneakiness is an indication of poor conscience development inside of a child. One of the parts of the conscience has to do with integrity. So Paul says in Romans 9:1, I speak the truth, I am not lying. My conscience confirms it in the Holy Spirit. Now, he's talking about lying there, which is another form of dishonesty. In fact, there are several forms of dishonesty we must address when a child lacks integrity. It could be lying or stealing or being mischievous or sneaky. As we deal with this idea of being sneaky, then we're really trying to help a child develop more integrity. And this integrity is something that children likely need therapy for. And I think parents are the best therapists for their child. So what are you going to do to build this concept of integrity inside of a child? The first thing I think you're going to do is you're going to do some teaching about integrity, how valuable it is, and how foundational it is to all relationships. That trustworthiness is so strategic in any relationship. We want to have it. We want to use it. We want to know what it is. And so we're going to do some teaching about lying, being sneaky, being mischievous, stealing, all of those things, because integrity is so valuable. And a person who has integrity is trustworthy. And so they're given more privileges, or you can leave them alone more. The person who's being sneaky needs more accountability. They need more monitoring. So one of the things we are going to do with this child is we're going to lock things down more. We're going to give them more monitoring. We're going to hold them accountable more in their lives. So in all of those ways, we're trying to set some limits and some guidelines that you wish you didn't have to do, but you might have to do that just because you've got a problem here with this particular child. So now instead of just putting the cell phones on the chargers, where your child might take it away, now you might have to lock it into a lockbox of some kind with a key that only you have, so the child can't get into it. So you're doing something that's going to remove the temptation as this child's developing integrity. And we're going to talk to them about it. This is an important thing you're working on in your life. So I think higher accountability is going to help here. Very important to put limits on children and watch them more closely and carefully. Because when children realize they might get caught, there's a fear there that is the kind of initial stages of integrity. We don't always want to have integrity in our lives because we're afraid we're going to get caught, but it is kind of a baseline that often motivates children. I don't want to get caught. I don't want to be embarrassed by this. But hopefully we're going to develop inside of that child a value of integrity, so they can be known as, and they can know their self as, someone who is an honest person. I don't steal, not because I'm afraid I'm getting caught. I could probably do pretty well at not getting caught, but I don't steal because I don't like myself if I'm stealing. And so I want to be the kind of person that has integrity. That's what we want for our children as well. So we're teaching our children what this integrity is all about, what it looks like. I think there are some really cool verses in the book of Proverbs that has to do with honesty. There's this one in Proverbs 10:9 that says, whoever walks in integrity walks securely. I like those words. But whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. The person who takes a crooked path walks across their conscience. Takes a shortcut across the conscience, says, my conscience doesn't bother me, I can be sneaky. And really this sense of conscience and this integrity inside of them is so important for their future and for now, for their future relationships. So we want to help them build this greater sense of integrity in their lives, even sending them on missions of integrity. I'm going to send you in there to do a task. I'm going to make sure I want you to do the task thoroughly. I'm going to check your work. Show me you can do a good job. These missions of integrity are important for developing the deeper sense of integrity that children need in their lives.